What's up, Sushi Squad? We are back again for some more Minecraft Dungeons, baby, because we finally got an update that's actually worth talking about. Now, I love this game. I've played it to death, even though I don't play it that often on the channel. It's a guilty pleasure of mine to just keep playing this game and keep on grinding. Now, I've got a pretty decent set of gear. I don't really have any desire to get anything better. I finally got the V armor, which my point is I didn't get that on camera. This was the last piece of armor I needed, and now I actually have every item in the game. Except, here's the thing. We actually got a very noticeable update today, which includes the Halloween event. Yes, that's right. There is limited time gear that you can get during the Spooky Fall event. So we'll hop into one of these dungeons today. So the season for Spooky Treasures and Chilling Trials is upon us. Join the time-limited Spooky Fall event now. Excuse my voice for dying. So the event ends in, well, it ends on like November something. I don't know. But these being daily trials means that there's a limited amount of these that you can end up completing per day. So even if you don't really play this game as often anymore, but maybe you want to end up getting that time limited gear, which is kind of weird that it's time limited gear considering that you can't really play online with randoms, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, you could go and do those. On top of that, we also have Apocalypse Plus. So if we crank the difficulty, like, look at this. It just blatantly goes from Apocalypse 7, and then it's just in the plus values. Okay, game. The gear also seems to have had a bit of a buff. So I think gear... Normally, I think you could get gear up to, like, 113 or 112 or something like that when it was dropped from normal Apocalypse, but now it actually goes up to a full 115. The only reason I know that is because I know for a fact that you had to get 118 gear from these levels, these you know, these trial 3 dailies, but now it seems like that gear is increased in its cap. It goes from 114 to 121 for completing the completing the mission. Excuse me, geez Louise, my voice. But the exciting thing is that the gear just seems to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Good God, it goes up to Apocalypse Plus 20, like, for crying out loud, dude. Okay. Also, look at this. Reroll for rares 4 times. So that's an interesting new feature that I don't think is in the base game. No, it is not. So I guess once you get to the end of the level, maybe it lets you have a choice of whether you re-roll for the rare item that you ended up getting. I don't know. We'll hop into one of the spooky levels today. Don't worry, folks. But another thing that's cool is if we go to the DLC area, we can actually take a peek at the new DLC that's coming. So it doesn't let us purchase it or anything like that just yet. But if you guys didn't end up checking out the Minecraft event, you know, Minecon or whatever they call it, I don't know. Minecraft Live, I think they had. They actually talked about the new DLC that they're going to be adding. So they've already talked about 2 different individual season passes. So right now in the game, we've got Season Pass 1, and that included the jungle and the frost biome. And then they talked about the next season pass is going to include this big mountainous range and something else. I don't know what. And then they already showed season pass 3 is going to include the nether and the end. So they are working on those biomes. Okay, it's coming. This area actually looks pretty interesting because it's got like elevators and stuff like that, and it seemed really cool. I mean, I like the DLC, but I feel like it could actually spread out to more levels. The difference being, of course, that the DLC areas are all focused on one individual theme, whereas the vanilla game has like multiple different biomes. So it just, I don't know. Anyways, it shows that there's only 1 question mark new reward out of this. You can actually usually tell. Okay, yeah, so you can tell the gear based on the silhouette. So this one is a cube. I'm guessing that's an artifact. This one is armor. And then this one is something else. Based on the silhouette, I would say maybe it's that bow. that this guy's rocking, or it's a sword. Either way, what you see right there, not only are we going to end up finding some very weird mobs, but that is literally all the gear you can get from this event. So there's going to be the armor, a weapon, a bow, and I guess that little pumpkin dude behind him. So maybe that is a summon. Maybe that's what that is. Cool. Well, I guess let's go for one of these events. We don't need to do all 3 of them, but maybe we'll check it out. Maybe I'll hop through the other 2 and like skip to the end and we'll get to look at the rewards together or something. I'm trying to wait and see if there's anything like special about this area other than, good God, that's a lot of crazy mobs. Yeah, they hurt a lot. Jeez Louise. I mean, of course they're gonna hurt a lot with how powerful they are. They're also giving me a lot of slow abilities, which is great. If you guys are curious about my build at all, it's not like this game's like super complicated or anything. But I have a video that kind of highlights it already, which is my beautiful rolling build. You know what? Let's just skip to the end here. Because it seems to me like this challenge, Jesus Christ. Apparently the challenge is, hey, can you get through a bunch of mobs that all have burning? And it's like, no, I can't because I don't have any armor resistance. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll play it a little safer and just roll through everything. Good God, is this all the event is? Like, I thought we'd be fighting new mobs or something. Yikes, man. I don't know if they ended up nerfing my beautiful, okay, that's a creeper dungeon. I forgot. Let's get out of there. I don't know whether or not they ended up nerfing our dynamo. They might have. I don't know. Good God, all these burning mobs. Like, how is this? Huh? So these are, I mean, this obviously is just a random trial trait. It's not like it's always going to generate with this. Oh my God, I need healing. I need healing real bad, dude. Can you guys excuse me? Excuse me. I need to be able to use my pots, please. Otherwise, I'm going to die. Thank goodness I got this stupid machine gun, at least. Can I please use my pot now? Thank you. Jeez. I mean, I guess I could have just gone and eaten an apple, but... so long as I time it correctly, obviously I haven't played in a little while, but if I time it correctly, I can just spam my rolls, actually. Yikes, dude. Night mode is the other debuff that we have, which is kind of weird. God, I hate the spiders. Like, just remove them from the game, dude. Ah! Since when am I ambushed in here? What the heck, dude? I'm not liking it. I hope we get, like, a unique enemy or something at the end, because I was really expecting something. Not this. This is, like, don't get me wrong, this is cool, but haha, it's basically just a normal daily trial. The other thing, too, is, like, while I thought there would be themed enemies and stuff like that, the reason why I'm kind of just rushing through this is because it showed the question mark reward at the end of the mission, which usually means that the only way you can end up getting the reward is by completing the mission. It's not just random loot that we can find. I could be wrong about that. It could very well be loot that we could just randomly end up getting. But I'm just gonna go for it, especially just because we've got like such a bad multiplier going on right here with all these burning enemies. Thankfully we hit, okay, I was gonna say we didn't run into like some deviously difficult boss mobs or anything, but oh my God. Oh, jeez. There it, no. Nope. I don't care. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care. That is just, nope, I'm not fighting that. That is just, yikes.
These villages are free.
Well, that was quick. Thank God. Sometimes the multiplier is just so bad, dude. Like, it just, oh. You'd have to be ranged in order to do something like that and actually survive. Okay, well, let's see if we end up getting the loot guaranteed. Oh, hey, we did. And it's 118. Jesus. Oh my God. That loaded like, oh my God. Really? Wait, why is this idiot telling me to do stuff? Oh, I re-rolled something? Wait a minute. I think that's the normal bow that I was using. Did it dupe? What the hell? Okay, whatever. Anyways, 25% melee attack speed. That's insane. Damage reduction, 35%. 20% weapon damage boost aura. Good God, what an offensive set. Well, we'll put it on just to look cool, but I don't know if it's, like, any good. It's not good for my build. I'll say that. Like, I still gotta keep my normal ghost armor, but that's still pretty neat, dude. Whoa, what's happening, game? It plays, like, really evil music and sounds when you end up getting it. This could be a really powerful set, though, if I actually had... Well, we got decent rolls. It's not great. I mean, I'd probably take Burning just because the roll buff is insane. If we had more protection, that's even more defensive. I could use this as defensive gear. Final Shout, I don't really care about that much. These are pretty bad. I don't know. I guess the Potion Barrier would be nice. Also Frenzied. I guess those could be okay. Chilling's always nice. Acrobat is reduces cooldown time between your rolls. So I could just spam roll. I mean, that's cool, but let's, you know what? Let's do it. While you're at less than half health, your attack is increased. Let's go for the defensive pot, I guess. Because I don't really know what else to go for. And let's just make it a defensive set, right? Why not? I mean, that means I kind of got to end up changing my gear loadout and everything like that. But at least we got gear at 118, right, gamers? The one trick, too, about this game... I didn't even notice this spooky trial was here. The one trick, too, is the higher your gear score usually will end up... Like, that's the best way to play this game. When you're trying to progress as quickly as possible, the higher your gear score is going to end up outright making you stronger, but it's also going to outright help you to get to the higher difficulty, which in turn ends up getting you higher leveled gear, right? So now that we have this higher level gear, we can just barely end up handling... Well, it still says Apocalypse 2. Do we have to unlock these by fighting them? Yeah, okay, because we've got, like, 114 gear score, but we can't actually take on Apocalypse plus 3. I'm guessing because they want to force us to play Apocalypse 2. So you know what we're going to do, gamers? Whoopsie daisy. Let's actually... I'm sorry, I'm going to swap back to my armor. I wonder if that means I can re-roll it higher. That would be nice. And maybe I'll go through these spooky events, like, myself in a bit, and then we'll kind of skip to the end, and I'll get to show you guys the armor. But let's try out Apocalypse 2. But I want to like kind of highlight these things with you guys today and just kind of check it out, see what happens. Let's see just how difficult Apocalypse 2 actually is. Still one-shotting. Good to see. They hurt me a lot, though, just by passively touching me. Like, geez Louise. And then I guess the point is we can get some really good gear out of this, right? Oh, my God. Yeah, these, it's difficult. Like, they're hurting a lot. Like, a lot. Especially the poison. I mean, granted, I have, like, a glassy set. Because the whole point is that I'm, like, my whole build is all about, like, move. Keep rolling, right? So that's kind of what keeps me alive. I swear to God they ended up nerfing the rolls, though. Because I remember being faster whenever I ended up getting my rolls to trigger. Dynamo does seem to at least still scale constant. Like, it doesn't seem to have a cooldown on it. And it's still super duper OP. Good God, these guys hit like a truck. Yikes, dude. Like, what is even happening? Also, the food didn't seem to scale. Maybe that was always a thing, but I just grabbed a piece of bread and it didn't heal me, like, at all. So I'm kind of worried about that. Okay, there, that food item seemed to do a little bit better. Maybe it just never did that great. I don't know. Like, it's been like a couple months since I played, guys, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place here. Either way, this is difficult, to say the least. All right, we're finally at the boss, and good God, I am not looking forward to this at all. Oh, okay. He's super duper weak for some reason. Why did he... It did not seem like he scaled with Apocalypse difficulty, like, at all, but okay. Unless they nerfed that boss into the ground, I could understand, because this is supposed to be like a really early level, and that is actually one of the hardest bosses in the game. So, yeah, maybe they nerfed him into the ground or something. I don't know. Jeez. Alright, well, did we get anything worthwhile out of higher difficulty? It said we got a re-roll, right? I did not see the re-roll for loot. Like, I don't know what it means by that. Like, look. Re-roll for rares 1 times. What? Like, I assumed it meant, like, at the end when we end up getting the chest, it would give us the re-roll, right? But I have no idea what it means. Well, out of that, now we've actually got up to Apocalypse 4, so... It did increase the difficulty. It gives me a lot to do, that's for sure. I don't want this because I don't like this item, but it is 116, which is kind of nice. What about this? 117. Jesus, you get some good gear out of this. I mean, I'd have to be running it like over and over again in the hopes that I would end up actually getting, you know, decent gear that I actually want, because the enchants are still all it's about in this game. But I mean, that's cool. That's still neat. Okay, let me run through these hallowed events, and let's check out the rest of the armor. Alright, moment of truth. Let's make sure that this is actually not a random percentage drop. I mean, I guess the point is you would rerun these to try and end up getting, like, higher versions of it or something. I don't know. Maybe literally, like, maybe they just made it that easy to get the full Halloween set. Yeah, they did. Okay. That's actually really cool. And it's 119. Jesus. Okay. I mean, because the fact is, like, we can always re-roll things at the blacksmith, and that can end up having a higher gear score and different enchants in the first place. So, technically, in order to get this event done, all you would have to do is just run each of these missions once, and you've got a very, very long time to end up doing that in order to end up getting every set piece of gear. Anyways, what does this do? Increase crit hit chance. Oh my, that's actually not bad. Got radiance, sharpness. Well, weakness, sharpness, and then maybe the bees. Chance to summon a bee after defeating a mob. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad in chance. Let's take a peek and see what it looks like. I guess that's cool. It's got a unique sound effect to it, at least. So that's kind of cool. Well, we'll check it out along with the rest of the Halloween armor once we end up getting the full set, because otherwise I'm just kind of going through things. But man alive, that increased gear score is just... Like, I feel like I should re-roll all of my gear just to see if I could get it stronger. Let's get it, boys! Okay, Corrupt Pumpkin, 121. Jeez Louise, why the gear score is just going up? The Corrupt Pumpkin glows with supernatural power, illuminating even the darkest nights with its powerful beacon. That better not be... What? Okay, so it requires souls. It is an ally. Cooldown soul gathering goes up as well. Let's take a peek at him. Oh, I don't have any souls. Well, that means I'm gonna have to go into the level and kill things. Yay. Okay, well, that one was... that was just... terrible. Yeah, that means this has got to be the bow. Oh god, that was just awful, dude. Because all the enemies had thundering, so anytime they would hit me, I would just get stun locked, and I couldn't do anything about it. So, oh god. I'm gonna swap off of this ally, but I want to actually, like, check him out. Well, actually, come to think of it, maybe... Well, I'll check him out with you guys right here, but otherwise we can always load into, like, a much easier level after... just to end up seeing... Oh, God. Just to end up taking a peek at all of the gear. Where are you, you little freak? I summoned him. He's there. He's just... not there. What is... Wait, he's like a new type of beacon? Yeah, he's a different type of beacon. Okay, I guess it's like a Halloween one or something. Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to, we'll have to load up like an easier level just so I can get my soul gathering up. Well, unfortunately, gamers, I don't think we're going to get to see the bow. Like, I've tried this level multiple times. It's just got some of the worst generation ever. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I just don't have the patience to go through it to end up getting the bow. But, I mean, if I can end up finding a screenshot or something, I'll just put it into the footage right now so you guys can check it out. The new gear, cool, I guess. The fact that this is a sword that just has natural crit on it could be good. I wish I got better rolls with the enchantments, but whatever. This I'm going to re-roll to get my enchantment points back, because I was trying this out in that other area that we were just in to get the bow, and it just didn't work. Like, it was, Unfortunately, good armor, but it would need to have like maybe 3 cooldown enchantments or something so that I could constantly be spamming my deathcap mushrooms. And then this might be the best offensive armor in the game. It just has to have like really good enchants. So yeah, I guess I'll still put them on anyways, just because then we can rock like the full Halloween set, right? Yeah. I mean, he still looks pretty cool. Like, it is neat that we can end up getting something like this, right? But I just want to kill things, and I want to get our soul up enough that I can hopefully end up checking it out, seeing how much damage it does. I mean, I shouldn't really be rocking the double feathers that I'm doing right now, but I don't really care. I just want to actually take a look at this laser beam of death, which I still don't understand. Like, what's the point of it over a normal beacon? Because it has a cooldown, or because, well, it's doing 20,000 damage? Maybe that's why? What about my beacon? Oh no, that would probably be doing 20,000 at 121 as well. So I think it literally is just a reskin for the corrupt beacon? That's weird, because the armor and weapons and stuff seem to actually have their own unique traits. Interesting. Also, when you end up getting the daily debuff of night, like we had it in the first level that we ended up doing, and then we just had it in that other level, I just realized mobs were spawning because it's nighttime and it's Minecraft. So like the night modifier is the worst because it means constant mobs are spawning. Anyways, yeah, okay, so that's just a corrupt beacon, but way cooler, am I right? Like, that actually is really dope. That's the thing, like, I kind of expected that these Halloween items would just end up being simple reskins, and then for some reason they weren't. Either way, it's a cool event for sure. I mean, I've got my criticisms just about the game in general, and I'm not going to get into those today, just because it doesn't really matter. It's still a cool event, and the fact that it's a free event, okay, awesome. I'll try and get my hands on like some picture or footage of the bow, because I'm sure, like, the whole thing is that what unique items in this game do is they basically just have one of the normal enchantments, but it's permanently on it. I just like the fact that we get to take a peek at this DLC. This DLC comes in December, by the way, of this mountain area. I don't know what the second area is. Oh no, right. I remember what it is in the Season 2 DLC. You get the mountain area like this, and then there's an underwater area too. I think. They did show an underwater area that was like one of those underwater temples, whatever they're called in Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, gamers. Really appreciate it. Smash like, sub for more. I'll see you guys in December when the new DLC comes out. Bye-bye.